everybody, and welcome to an emotional Wild Ride with Steve-O. We've got Bert McCracken, and we put him right on the spot to tell us whether he is proud or not of the emo brand. And man, what a great guy at being put on the spot. I just blast him with, hey, what's up with the My Chemical Romance beef? And like, dude, confirmed that he talked more about what happened with My Chemical Romance to us on the Wild Ride podcast than he's ever spoken about it publicly, period. That's a big deal. And man, with humility, with grace, and more importantly, accountability. So that is juicier than can be. And if you want to know how I got it to be so juicy, I just so happen to know somebody who is intimately involved in all of the inner workings of the used and called up and just got the intel right before, and I sprang it on Bert like, hey dude, I just got off the phone with so-and-so, and we just put him on blast, and he handles it like a champ. Afterwards, like, now we're bros. We also attended the used sold-out concerts at House of Blues in Anaheim. Unbelievable performance, both of them. Like, wait until you see how much my new girlfriend loves the used. This episode is just such a banger. Let's get into it.
You care if I vape in here?
You do whatever you want, bro.
All right. It's my one cringe vice left.
You know what?
I'm the same fucking way, bro.
Dude, I quit cigarettes like 8 years ago, and I'm fucking doomed. I'm doomed.
It's tough because they're so good.
They're so good.
Great.
They're made for junior high kids.
Dude, do you care if we keep all this in?
No,
That's
dude.
great.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do it like this. Ladies and gentlemen, people of the universe, I bring to you the founding father of Screamo. Yes, it is Bert McCracken.
Yeah.
Hey, what up, everybody? How you doing?
Dude, it's such an honor, man. I want to tell you, by the way, again, this is Coral.
Yeah.
And
Hey, Coral.
that's Vinny.
That's Vinny.
She freaks out. She goes, oh my God. She says, you don't understand how much I love the Used. And you're doing 3-night residencies to
Yep.
play a full album each night. And it just so happens last night was the album that she's got tattooed on her neck.
Yeah.
And we were
Last
able
night
to
was
go.
in Love and Death.
Yep, the universe was working.
I mean, it's a big ass deal.
It's so sick. We're
yeah.
so stoked to be here.
Oh my God. She cried during a concert. Multiple times.
So
I
beautiful.
go to festivals and concerts all
I think
the time.
I cried too.
All right. Well,
That's what emo bands do.
right, dude. You know, I wanted to talk about that. There was a point. I really liked a bunch of stuff from the show last night stuck out to me. One thing, you introduced one song as like the most emo song ever.
Ever written.
And it felt like you were using the word emo in kind of like a tongue-in-cheek, like self-deprecating, kind of like as if emo had, I don't want to say negative connotations, but you were like being lighthearted about emo, like kind of poking fun at it.
Yeah, it's a term that kind of came around in the early 2000s. We used to fight it all the time. We're not an emo band, we're a rock band. But we kind of embraced it lately, you know what I mean? It's
Sure.
like, might as well jump in head first. The nostalgia's there, everything's in the right place at the right time. It's a fucking beautiful time to be an emo band.
For
Dude,
sure.
I love that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about being considered the founding father of emo?
It's a true gift. It's a blessing. You know what I mean? We've been doing this for 25 years and we're just like, I can't believe we're still here. Every
Right.
day is a gift. We're so blessed and humbled. Like it's a fucking amazing thing.
Dude, tell me about it. And
Yeah.
you're on the 25th anniversary tour.
Yep.
And do you realize that this month, less than 2 weeks ago, was specifically the 20th anniversary of 25th anniversary of Jackass?
No way. That's sick. Right
Jack-
around the same time. I remember coming up with Jackass.
Dude, Jackass premiered the first episode October 1st, year 2000.
Damn, that's awesome.
So, like, Jackass is the same age as these.
Yeah, we were recording our demos right when.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's beautiful. I love that.
Dude, super beautiful.
Yeah.
And I was looking at how you guys, came up. Like what got you, your break.
Yeah.
And I had no idea that the frontman producer of Goldfinger, John Feldman,
Yep.
was so instrumental.
Dude, he pulled us out of Utah. He recorded our first demo for free. Found us our management. Found us our label.
Reprise.
Yeah, he was the champion of the band.
Big time. And
Yep.
it's so crazy because, like, I know John Feldman.
Yeah.
So I just got off the phone with him.
Oh, nice. Yeah. He just texted me like right before. He's like, Steve-O's rad. You're going to have a rad time on the
dude.
podcast.
It's amazing because I know that, obviously you were in, like, the throes of pretty heavy addiction at that time. And I know that John Feldman has been sober forever.
Forever.
So I called him up and I was like, hey, man, like, I'm just dying to know how it happened that you, a sober guy, were so instrumental getting involved when this band was so wasted.
Yeah, dude.
Like, how did that even work?
He has this crazy ability to push you in this really intense way. And so there was no getting wasted around John Feldman. It was like the off times we get wasted, but he was really instrumental in like picking me up out of the whole thing, and he kind of helped me go to the place I needed to go and got me into rehab and like the whole thing. So he's like beyond amazing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a beautiful human being.
talk about an emo guy.
Yeah.
Like, I think I've seen him cry like more than a lot of people.
He makes,
And I say that with such genuine reverence.
yeah, he makes sobriety realistic.
Okay. I don't know that I think it's realistic to be that positive and that, like,
It is wild.
It's wild, like-
He's on 10, 11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big time. So yeah, like, I mean, it speaks to how raw, how like evident your talent was, like the quality of your music that John Feldman, because he told me on the phone, he said that like, he said that you came onto his bus, I think. You came onto his bus and he said this kid was just so drunk and just loaded, and he just almost like just mentally wrote you off.
Yep.
But that you had left a demo tape on the bus. And he's like, oh, but when I heard that, I was like, holy crap. His exact words, he said, this kid can sing like Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Oh, that's sick. I came up. That's the reason why I play music. It's because of Michael Jackson. I'm 8 years old, and I told my mom I was sick. Stayed home from school to watch Michael Jackson on MTV. Changed my life.
Wow.
That was when you instantly knew that you wanted
I
to be an
instantly knew. I'm
entertainer.
like, look at all these people smiling. That's exactly what I want to do when I grow up.
Dude, amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, Feldman, wasted as fuck, snuck on his bus, left the demo there, smashed out. Yeah, it was, and he called us from Sweden like a week later. He's like, this is fucking it. You guys are amazing. Come to my studio. I'll record you guys. He flew us out to LA for free. We recorded Box Full of Sharp Objects, Taste of Ink, and another one, but people heard it and they were flipping out.
And
I heard it and I was flipping out. I was like, holy shit, what did we do?
yeah, that's so awesome. The so that like is all recording for the first album, this
Yeah.
self-titled one.
Yep.
And while that's going on, like we're like, over what kind of time frame was that album?
We were doing demos around the time when Jackass came out. We were recording in October.
Uh-huh.
And I think we took 2001 and toured the entire year. Never came off tour. Just stayed on tour the whole time.
What did tour look like at that point when you got no album out?
It was insane. We're touring with bands that, like, no one knew where to put us. So we're touring with, like, Monster Magnet and Fu Manchu and, like, Mushroom Head and all these bands playing, like...
How are you even getting booked with those bands?
We had a booking agent at that point.
Okay.
Yeah, but they just didn't know where to put us.
And how are you traveling at that point?
In an RV.
Nice.
Dirty, busted-ass RV.
Nice, dude.
Yeah,
That's
we
how I
bought
do
one
it.
as soon as we got signed. We were like, we're gonna do this. We were the only band on Warped Tour and Ozfest with a Ozfest. We were the only band on Ozfest with an RV.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, to this day, man, that's how I do it.
Yeah. It's the way to roll.
Right. So then, and sorry, you said how long did it take to record the first album?
It was about a month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not too long. I kind of had a freak out moment during the first record. All my favorite bands are like really small and like, you know, have like 200,000 listeners on whatever. And I was immersed in this whole major label kind of John Feldman's BMW. I'm like, this is fucked up.
What's BMW?
BMW.
Oh, BMW.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
he picked
okay.
us up from the airport in his BMW, and I'm like, wait, what have I signed up for? I flipped out. I quit the band pretty much. I like escaped to Santa Barbara.
Why, did you have a fear of going mainstream?
Yeah, I was like, this major label stuff maybe not for me. You know what I mean? And I didn't tell the band. I went up to Santa Barbara, stayed with this chick for 2 weeks, turned my phone off. They were all freaking out, like, where the fuck did he go? Finally came back, and John Feldman was like, in this place, grabbed me by the fucking collar, and he's like, you're fucking up, dude. You're fucking up.
I think this is what he described as the point when you disappeared for like a month on some kind of crazy meth bender.
Yep. I met this girl, and it was all about dancing around naked with cigarettes and wine and, you know, that kind of vibe. So I fell deeply in love and was like, maybe this band's not for me.
Pretty incredible. Bert's talking about having had the biggest opportunity of his life ever right before him and just about threw it away by going off the radar. Man, imagine having an opportunity and throwing it away. That could be you right now if you're not taking advantage of Shipstation as the #1 way to deliver goods to your customers. I mean, why have an online audience if you're not shipping stuff to them? Plus, you get like up to 90% off of like shipping rates with the major carriers, and to try it out absolutely for free, 60-day trial for free if you go to shipstation.com/Stevo. Before you know it, it's going to be the holidays. So it's time to make ship happen. So one more time for a 60-day free trial, go to shipstation.com/Stevo. Now let's get back to it. Wow.
Yeah, but I came back, was like, all right, let's finish making this record and see what happens.
I mean, it's so interesting that you put it that way because, like, I think that is the, like, kind of the story of the Used, that you're able to find the balance of, like, mainstream success, but, like, staying true to, like, the core.
Right.
You know, like, that not losing your edge. And I don't think that commercial success should mean anything if you're doing the art the way you want to do your art.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's been just moments of us being ourselves for the last 25 years, and we try to capture that on a record.
Yeah. Dude. So you blow up. Like, I mean, the first album comes out, and it's like, boom.
Boom. Yeah, we were playing on Warped Tour on this really small Volcom stage. All the power went out during Taste of Ink, and the whole crowd finished the whole song, singing every word. We were like, dude, we made it.
That's the moment we were like, wow, we're
That was the moment where it was like, fuck, here we go.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so it blew up real quick. We did a Warped Tour straight onto Ozfest. I met Kelly Osbourne, started dating, and that kind of like took the band to this whole other level, just like blew us out of the water.
Yeah.
Which was hard for me. I was like, this is fucked up.
And what year is that?
2002.
So does that mean that you're like in episodes of the Osbournes?
Yeah, and they they fucking hated me, dude. Sharon hated me. They
Was it that she hated you, like when you were dating Kelly, or she hated the way that things went, like at the end?
I think she hated me while I was dating her, because I was just such a fucked up mess, and then I think she got over it, because I think they did this podcast thing where they were watching the episode, and she's like, "Why was I so mean to that guy?"
Oh wow!
So it's cool. It's cool now, but yeah, they were. The episode was called "Beauty and the Bert."
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, that's another dude. John Feldman was a real resource.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hung up the phone and he goes, "Ooh."
We got it all. We got it all.
He said that that when things went south in your relationship with Kelly, that Sharon took to like banning you from Ozfest, like banning you effectively from all radio play.
Yeah. She tried to squash the band pretty hard.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Like, I mean, it doesn't sound funny, and it's crazy to imagine that you know, that she could probably really go, you know, that's somebody who
Yeah.
wields that kind of influence.
Yeah, she could do some damage.
Yeah, so like a campaign to squash the band, to preclude you from getting radio play, like you know, no big festivals. Did that have an effect that you felt in the?
Nah. We just kept rocking.
Okay, I mean, I wonder too, because I don't really think of the Used as a band that was like in heavy like radio airplay circulation.
Yeah,
like,
we had we had a touch here and there, but we've always been like kind of floating under the radar a little bit, which is amazing.
Yeah, like you were never
It's
on
my dream.
TRL, right?
We were.
Oh, you were?
you were.
Wow.
We were.
Amazing.
And yeah, I was like, this song's about crystal methamphetamines.
Dude, that's amazing. How many times were you on TRL?
Just once.
Just once?
Yeah.
Carson Daly was there?
Yep.
Dude, what a bro.
What a bro, dude.
Dude, I love that guy.
Me too. He's sweet.
Yeah. I feel like we should try and get him on.
Oh, that would be sick.
Hell yeah, that would be
Yeah,
sick.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to things that stuck out at the concert last night. You did something that I've never seen. I mean, maybe I have, but not the way that you did it. Like, you put your arms up like, ah, and the whole crowd is like screams like, ah, and then you lower your arms and they know that means like, oh, quiet. And then you go arms back up, ah, and then you turned it into almost like a circus performance,
Yeah,
like you
dude.
being like a mime, like composer, and you were like, ah, ah, and you were just like controlling the audience's screams with your arms, and then like you had them low and you brought her up really. It was just really mesmerizing. I have never seen that trick. I don't know if I did a good job of describing it, but I want to know where did you get that from?
I don't know, man. That's been a thing for a while. It's fun to be so interactive. Like the crowd, our fans are so respectful and so cool. It's like everyone's in there for the same reason, just to have a good time and experience the nostalgia of the music. And yeah, I don't know where the whole arm thing came about.
Dude, it was. I loved it.
Thanks.
I loved it. And you say the crowd's so respectful. Like, I'll take that a step further. You at one point you ask for the crowd to open up a mosh pit.
Yep.
You're like, I want to see moshing. You
Yep.
know, like suggesting like, oh, I want this to get crazy, and like, it had to be like among the most tame, polite, careful mosh pits.
Yep. If you look at the age of the crowd, you're like, okay, I get it.
Right.
You got some 40-year-old dudes moshing, and they're like, I don't want to blow my back out.
Right,
Dude,
right.
yes.
And I just think, and I think that's great, because like I don't want to see people like hurting each other. Like I don't
No.
want like a malicious thing, you know. It's just like it checked out. It was like, okay, that's an emo mosh pit.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
It's so great.
Yeah.
Okay, now I hope I'm not like, you know, stepping on anything crazy, but like in the song "Take It Away,"
Yeah.
right? There's there's a line that references chemical romance, and when that line came, like you flipped the bird, and I felt like there's something.
Oh shit.
I mean, like it could mean anything, you know. It could mean anything, but
It's been a long-standing joke kind of between us. We had a really beautiful friendship,
sure.
super close, tight.
I mean, to be clear, you were the one who discovered My Chemical Romance.
We took them out on their first tour in Europe, and like our A&R guy was checking this band out. I'm like, if you don't sign this band, you're fucking up. This band's gonna blow the fuck up.
Didn't it go like before that you heard a demo tape of My Chemical Romance and were just so impressed by it, and you gave it to John Feldman?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's like that, like that's kind of put them on the same path.
On that map.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were on their own trajectory a little bit. They had a kind of a super dirty punk rock record out at the time. He's wearing his black stinky leather jacket. It was just amazing. The rock band is a sick band. So yeah, when we took them out, they put out what's their second record? I can't remember, but it kind of blew up. And then Black Parade, and they just went pew,
Yeah.
off the charts. But we've had this long-standing joke where it's been like we're frenemies.
Okay.
It's only coming from my side. He hasn't.
Well, I mean, I think it like I don't think there's anything controversial about like the timeline of what happened. It was really just a fact of Gerard got sober.
Yep.
Like significantly before you.
Yep.
And so like if there was a beef, it was that like when people get sober, like they gotta kind of step back
Yep.
from the party scene.
Yep. And I didn't
like-
understand that at the time, and I was
Yeah.
like, he's trying to tell me that I'm fucking up. I'm like, dude, you're fucking up. Yeah.
Right, and so you took it personally that he was stepping away from the party scene and like
100%.
stepping away from you personally.
100%.
And so then like, you know, if I understand correctly, like you said some regrettable things in interviews and stuff,
Yeah.
like questioning his artistic integrity.
Yeah. there was a moment where I was pretty hurt about the end of our
Sure.
relationship.
Right, and that's like that is pretty standard issue. Like, you know, use it like like in an active addiction.
Yeah.
That's kind of how like we control our emotions.
Exactly. Yeah, it was sad. We were good makeout buddies.
Dude, I've seen the photos. Yeah, I've seen the photos.
We've talked since, and like I've ran into him. Super cool. It's like,
For
let's
sure.
go get coffee, and
Dude, that's
you know
amazing.
What I mean?
I'm
Yeah.
really so glad to hear that because, you know, from what I gather, there's not been like a real public reconciliation. It's just kind of been left to mystery and
Yeah.
and mystique.
Which is kind of cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Take us out on tour, Mike Cam.
There you go.
I dare
that
you.
I dare you. That would probably be the sickest thing ever. What do you
Yeah.
think of that?
Yeah.
That would break
I
the
think
internet.
that would break everybody.
Yeah. It really
Everybody
would
would
break
lose
the
their
internet.
minds
Yeah.
over that.
Yeah.
We're ready whenever they want us.
So, you say that like you bump into Gerard sometimes, but you say like let's get coffee. Are you guys? Does it have to be like a chance encounter, or like could you just hit him up?
I think I could just hit him up.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's been chill. He's a amazing human being, super talented, creative. Like
Yeah.
he does it all.
And he's like all in on the recovery, huh?
Yeah, which is awesome. Love
Yeah.
that.
Dude, for sure.
Didn't realize that until after a certain amount of time, but Yeah.
I mean, dude,
full respect.
a lot of people, and I'm gonna guess, just the vibe that I'm getting, is that a lot of people question in sobriety, like, will I still have an edge? Am I gonna still be creative? Like, am I gonna lose my identity? You know,
Yep.
and that's always a big fear. But in my experience, man, like the answer is no. Like,
answer's no.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
did have that fear when you
Oh.
first got sober, though.
I did.
Yeah,
I did
yeah,
too.
Yeah,
I was worried that I was going to become an absolute wussy.
yeah,
Yeah.
And my whole thing was I've got to prove that I'm like still gnarly,
yeah, yeah.
even though I was kind of like in some respects wasn't.
Yeah.
I went on to become more gnarly
Yeah,
later,
yeah.
but yeah. But so that brings me to you know, like with recovery, like ultimately recovery is spirituality,
Yep.
and
It's a great way to put it.
for sure.
Yeah.
The whole like crazy Mormon background stuff, like
Yeah.
like you had to really, I mean, I don't know, can you like kind of like just give us a glimpse into like the Mormon upbringing?
Yeah, it was. They're crazy conservative. Like in my house, there was no rock music. My mom found Nirvana Incesticide like 3 times to throw away in my bedroom. You know what I mean?
That was Iron Maiden, The Number of the Beast. For
Yeah,
me.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was really conservative. It's very. I have all the respect in the world for people's beliefs, but it's very cult-like. It's very. I don't even know how to put it. It's very well, and it's changed so much since I was little. Like they've really chilled out. They're like, "Hey, marriage is pretty cool, I guess."
Oh
and-
wow.
Yeah, so
That's cool.
Yeah, so they've changed a lot, but when I was growing up, it was crazy conservative.
Yeah,
Just like,
didn't your parents give you an ultimatum of saying if you
Yeah.
don't want to join the church, you need to?
yeah,
you
when
can't
I was
live here anymore?
15, they were like, if you're not going to go to our church, you can't live in our house.
And is that legal?
I don't think so.
And you decided just to say fuck it and bounce.
Yeah, I just went. I just stayed on friends' couches and in the parks and whatever. And
So you were not just out of the house, but there was no communication with your parents?
not for a while, yeah.
And in pretty short order, when you leave the house at the age of 15, you're straight into the substance abuse.
Yes. Yeah, it started, I had a boss at Subway. She was the enabler.
Oh, wow.
So she hired just all my friends. So it was just like one big fucking mess at Subway, eating mushrooms at work and trying to make sandwiches.
And you called yourself a sandwich artist?
Of course, I still am.
Yeah, nice. That guy, Vinny told me that.
Yeah.
Sandwich artist.
Yeah. There's something to be said for becoming something and staying that thing. Like maybe when you get hard, you want to stay hard. And that's why Blue Chew tablets rule so much, because they help men have better sex. And I'm a big fan of helping men have better sex. If you think you could use a little bit of help in that department, then it might be a good idea to haul ass to bluechew.com and use the promo code STEVO to get an entire month's supply of Blue Chew tablets absolutely for free. All you pay is $5 for shipping. Super self-explanatory when you get to the website. Very easy, very intuitive, and then you're off to the races. So if you want to try a month's supply of Blue Chew tablets for free, just pay $5 for shipping, then go to bluechew.com, use the promo code STEVO. Now let's get back to it. So then, how much of like the angst and the, you know, like the emotion and like is derived from like feeling oppressed by
So much. Yeah, the kids in Utah, there's like, the rates for teenage pregnancy are higher than anywhere in the country, and
even more than like Mississippi?
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're pretty repressed there. So I think
That makes sense.
Yeah, it all comes out in this explosion, really.
I remember doing a show in Salt Lake City like over 20 years ago, and there was like some something came to my attention that in the state of Utah, it's illegal to like dance like after midnight or some weird like.
Yeah, Footloose.
Yeah, I forget what I'm inclined to Google it, but yeah, there's, you know, when you tell kids that they can't do this, they can't do that, they're gonna kind of go the other way.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, it's ripe for debauchery.
Yeah.
Yeah, once
for
kids
sure.
grow to a certain age, they're like, man, all this guilt I've been feeling is worthless.
It's so funny, like Tampa is like notoriously the home, like the birthplace of death metal.
Right.
You know, like Tampa,
Yeah.
Florida. That's where, you know, Cannibal Corpse. I think Deicide, like you know, super death metal like hub. And I wonder, is it just the used, or is Utah and the Mormons responsible for any more of the emo action?
I think so. Yeah, big time.
So it is.
Yeah.
What any other bands that are from Utah?
I think Panic at the Disco.
Okay.
Some of the guys from Utah. I think the Killers.
Wow.
Some
Okay.
of the guys from Utah.
What about the Good Charlotte dudes?
No, I think they're
no?
from like Maryland or something.
So you leave the house with you know, the parents. You don't want to be in the church.
Yep.
Now you're at Subway, just getting like loaded. You said taking mushrooms while you're making sandwiches.
Yep.
Which is cute.
Yeah.
But the meth isn't. It's so cute.
No.
Are you taking meth while you're at Subway?
It quickly turned into meth. Like, you know, you go coke for a while, you get the taste, and then it's like, what's crazier than coke?
Right.
Methamphetamines. Staying up for days.
Like I mean, I remember my experiences with doing meth. Like I lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico for a while, and the biker gang guys.
Yep.
Yeah, these bandito guys were you know, pretty into it, and like I would do it with them, and it just felt like snorting broken glass.
Oh, it's wild, dude.
Yeah.
We smoked it a lot.
Yeah. So no doing meth while you're working at Subway?
No, not yet. So Subway was just a mashup of coke and weed and booze and
Mushrooms.
but yeah, moved out to this kind of storage unit and with a different crew, and excuse me, they were all crazy into meth, so it turned quick.
Uh-huh. And once you're doing meth, like, you just don't, like, your schedule is just a little too busy for Subway.
100%. A little too busy for music as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an interesting point. Like, when do you start actually recording music?
So 18, I kind of had a crash out moment. Got arrested for meth. Went to jail. Had no one to call. Finally called my dad. I hadn't talked to my dad in a couple years.
Called your dad, and he picked up the phone and says, "You're receiving a call from an inmate."
Yep. And he was like, man, what the fuck? So he came and bailed me out. He's like, let's get you some Burger King. You look messed up. And took me to his house, where I then kind of stayed at my parents' house for a couple weeks. And then in that couple weeks, the used called me at my parents' house to kind of like, hey, do you want to come try out for the band?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was really quick after I kind of had this crash out moment.
So the used was already formed?
Yeah, they had they were in a band called Strange Itch before, and then they kind of switched up some members and they started a band called Dumb Luck, and that kind of fell apart. I remember coming up in the scene with them. They were always playing shows the same places we were playing. We played with them a bunch of times.
And you were playing in what act at that point?
I was in a punk band called I'm With Stupid.
Nice.
And then I was in a hardcore band called Cobra Kai.
Nice.
Yeah, we ripped.
Dude, Cobra Kai way back then, dude, what a badass.
Yeah.
That's an epic name for a band.
Yeah.
So so the used called you up, but they had presumably started with a different singer.
Yeah, they didn't have any music recorded. They had like some punk rock songs. The drummer of the band, Brandon Steinekert, he was way into Rancid and Social D, and like that's kind of the direction he was pushing the band. And I was into just way out off the wall shit, Ink and Dagger, and like bands that kind of nobody's ever heard of. So I wanted the band to be like this kind of mashup of everything I loved, when there's 4 other people in the room with 4 different kind of musical backgrounds, whatever it was kind of smashed together made the Used. But yeah, they called my parents' house around Christmas.
Were they aware that you had just been arrested for meth?
No.
Like, how do they know to call your parents' house?
They had seen Cobra Kai, and they knew I could scream my ass off, and they had kind of searched out everywhere in the local scene for a singer, and it was just like non-existent. So they hit me up. They came and picked me up. We hung out. It was really weird to hang out with dudes who don't do drugs after you've been immersed in drugs for years.
Right.
It was like, what do you guys want to do? It's like, let's go sneak into a hot tub. I'm like, this is what you guys do for fun. Let's go get some soda. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was really weird, but they would take me to NA meetings, and they were really helping me out at the time, and shit got really cool really quick.
They're taking you to meetings just because you needed meetings?
Yep.
They weren't...
No, they weren't trying to push me into anything.
Well, right, but we're like...
Were they also sober?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were sober without ever doing drugs.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, they were clean boys.
They thought a meeting would be good for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like, you need to get in there.
Right. Okay. So then, you start recording with the Used, and then you sneak onto John Feldman's bus, and then the rest is history.
The rest is history. He flew us out to LA, recorded a demo. We immediately had every major label trying to sign us. They're flying us back and forth from LA to New York, like taking us to fancy dinners and strip clubs, and I'm 18 just being like, whoa, this is fucking crazy.
And what year is that? That's like 99?
2000.
Oh, 2000.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, we were in New York right before the towers went down.
Wow.
Yeah, it was wild.
Man. So, that, like, it all blows up. Like, where's your head at with spirituality at that point? You're just like, you had a bad experience with the church. You're not into that. And so you're just like...
Music was it.
Right.
You
But
know what I mean?
would you identify as like an atheist or anything like that? Like, did you take a stance against? Because I know that's where death metal comes from.
I was kind of a Reddit atheist for a while. You know what I mean?
Reddit atheist.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
A Reddit atheist. I can't imagine anything that screams more conviction in one's beliefs. And speaking of conviction in beliefs, I believe you are absolutely out of your mind and blowing it catastrophically if you have not gotten on the bidet revolution. I'm telling you, again, since day one, I have claimed HelloTushy.com is my favorite sponsor of the Wild Ride podcast. Because once you blast that butthole with that pressure cleaning stream of bidet water, you never go back. I'm telling you this. I love it so much. And now you can get warm water blasting your butthole as you sit on a warm toilet seat. And then when you get done, you blow dry your butthole. That's the Tushy Ace, by the way, which I strongly recommend. And if you want to get 10% off your first order from HelloTushy.com, simple as you use the promo code STEVO10. I'm telling you about bidets. You don't have to go all in with the butthole blow dryer, heated seats, heated water. I recommend it, but living life without a bidet, I strongly believe it should not be done. So one more time, promo code STEVO10 at HelloTushy.com. And let's ride this baby all the way home. I gotta credit atheists for saying some of the most profound things about God that I've ever heard.
Yep. It's so true.
Like an atheist says, "Oh no, I don't believe in God. There is no God. I just believe that that creation is an exercise in the universe experiencing itself.
Yep.
Like that's God."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had no direction, the band,
Right.
in the beginning, so it was just like all over the place. But I soon got back into drugs and alcohol pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It's easy on the road.
Right.
No meth, but everything else.
Right. Okay. So when do you start shooting heroin?
That was before. That was before the whole thing, and I only did it a couple times.
Oh, okay.
I was more a speed guy.
Did you ever shoot speed?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, so yeah.
Oh yeah. I was on that train for a while too.
Oh, it's mad, dude. It's disgusting.
It's yeah.
Did you ever shoot drugs?
I never shot drugs, man. I ended up in rehab. I earned a spot in rehab in 1995.
There you go.
I was not yet legal to drink a beer. I was 20 years old. And when I got to rehab in 1995, like, I was kind of comforted that everybody else was so messed up, you know? I was like, oh, okay, like,
I'm not that bad.
I'm not that bad,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And when people came in and they were there for heroin, like, they were like, you know, we'll meet them in a day or two.
Yeah.
They're like carrying people in.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, I don't want to be that. And like, if anybody was there for crack, like, the consensus felt like, oh, they're an absolute write-off.
Yeah.
So I left that rehab with the resolve to never do crack or heroin,
Oh, that's good.
and I was pretty good about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a tour manager that smoked a lot of crack. Just take naps all day.
I just heard like
Smoke crack together all the time.
I heard it over and over and over that like, you know, I you know, snorted cocaine, did this, did that, like, you know, for 20 years, you know, like, and then I took one hit of crack, lost everything in 2 months.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, like,
And crack is also one of those drugs where it's like, for me personally, like, I hated the feeling of it, but I kept doing it.
Yeah.
that was cocaine for me.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Like, I love the feeling of cocaine and heroin. I love that shit.
You know, like,
Yeah.
that's not fun.
Yeah.
One line and you're like, I wish I wouldn't have done that, but now I'm searching all night.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So okay, so that's interesting because I was under the impression that you were like pretty on the heroin train.
No, during the band, it was just kind of like booze and drugs
Right.
casually, but enough to be like, dude, you're making a mess of the whole thing.
Right. It's so funny that you say, Gerard, no, Gerard, you're blowing it.
Yeah.
The sobriety's whack, dude.
Yeah.
You're throwing it all away. Yeah. So what does it look like when you finally like put down the hard drugs? Like,
Yeah, there
how did
was
that
like
come
a year of drinking that was just like insane, out of control. I make the crowd like sit down during the show and fall asleep on stage and fucking horrific moments of blackout drunkenness. So the band was kind of done with me. They're like, if you don't quit, like, you're fucking done. My wife was pretty much done with me. So it was all the bottom of the bottom. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That last month of drinking, I was in the hospital. I was in jail. My wife put me in jail. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But when did you get married?
2008.
Yeah.
And I got sober in 2012.
Right. Actually, she told me that you got married in 2008.
Yeah, I met my girl in 2004, so it's been a minute.
Yeah.
She's a champion to stay with a man like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
said
so
you got sober
blackout
in-
drunk, the worst of the worst, not remembering shows, just showing up just to party, you know what I mean? It wasn't about the music at that point. And gave up. Lived in Pasadena at the time and was just like, all right, that's it.
I went to rehab in Pasadena.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Pasadena's a good place to get sober.
Sure.
Yeah, I had a lot of really great companions, and like you were saying, I'd go to the meetings and be like, holy shit, these guys are fucked. up. I'm doing all right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2012.
Yep.
And what happens what happens where now you're gonna get sober?
Yeah, it was a caseworker that kind of took me under his wing. This old 80-year-old guy smoked cigars in his office. He was cool. He's like, you'll never believe it. Like 15 years ago, a guy came in here, raggedy as fuck, looking like a homeless person. I'm like, we need to get this guy some new clothes and like a place to stay. And they're like, that's Kurt Cobain. He could buy 20 of these rehabs.
Wow.
So he was Kurt Cobain's caseworker, and he was just this magical, sweet human
And this
being.
was a rehab in Pasadena?
Yeah.
Oh, which one?
No, this was out in the valley.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was there for me when nobody else possibly could have been there. Nobody understood what I was going through. You know how it goes.
Sure.
And yeah, he put me on the right path, and I never looked back. I had a bit in rehab where I was like, this is not going to work for me. I'm just keep drinking. So I was sneaking booze.
Oh, wow.
And for the first week, and trying to live this lie. And everything in every AA meeting was pointed directly at me. Everything that everyone would say, I'm like, fuck.
Uh-huh.
That's for me to hear.
How long were you in rehab?
A month.
A month?
Yeah.
Like the normal 28-day, 30-day?
Yeah.
Nice.
Go to 90 meetings in 30 days.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, 90 and 90 is a pretty common thing.
Yeah.
90 and 90.
I don't know
but
about...
I was hardcore.
Yeah, dude. So
I was like, this is my new addiction.
nice.
Did it
Yeah.
just take one time?
Yeah, just one rehab.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at the bottom of the barrel. So when I finally decided to go, it was like this well, yeah, it was a relief to everyone around me. They were like, man, we get to see the real guy now.
Yeah, dude, that's rad.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, shit.
oh, don't worry, bro. Don't worry, bro, man. We back to liquid death.
Oh, I'm sorry. I made a mess of your
Oh,
studio.
dude, all
Dude,
good.
don't even worry. You know what? Like, it's interesting because, when I got sober, I had been like really prolific with the video camera for a long time, and almost more so than ever, like during my downward spiral. So I was like actively videotaping myself and everything that was going on, like right up to my intervention. Like I
Yeah.
had like crazy graphic, shocking footage, and none of it like was flattering. You know, like it was like I videotaped like horrific, shameful,
The darkest
embarrassing, the
moments.
darkest of the dark. And when I
Yeah.
got clean and sober, I was like, I was newly sober, and I handed over this box of video cassette tapes to the Jackass director, Jeff Tremaine. I was like, I want to make a documentary, and I want it to be like, ultimately like sober Steve-O versus loaded Steve-O.
Yeah.
You know, like whatever. And like, I consider that to be like a pretty crazy stunt, handing over that box. And especially because what I learned in early sobriety, I heard a lot about the like people who like wave the flag, like, look at me, I'm clean and sober, you know, like that kind of serves as like a curse. You
Yep.
know, like the more you put it out there, it's almost like, oh dude, you're gonna be
You're asking for it.
yeah, you're asking for it. And so I got really nervous about that. And then the guy who I looked to as my inspiration was James Hetfield from Metallica.
Nice.
Because he had the Metallica documentary, Some Kind of Monster, was basically a documentary about James Hetfield's early sobriety.
Yeah.
Like he was in, you know, like it was just like all the, you know, just everything on display. And like that documentary came and went. It didn't get him loaded. he like went on and like just went back to doing what he does. Like he's Metallica.
Yep.
He's not now writing Metallica songs about making amends.
Yep.
You know, and
Yep.
like, you know, and so I really like latched onto that. I was like, okay, I'm gonna let this documentary come and go, and I'm gonna go back to doing my thing, my art, and I'm gonna keep my recovery separate from my art.
Yeah.
You know, as much as I can.
Yep.
Like if it blends together, that's fine. But I'm just not gonna lead with.
Lead with it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think I've done a decent job of that. But I wonder with you, like, I gotta believe that recovery kind of like brought about like a necessity to sort of find a new perspective on spirituality.
Yeah, definitely.
And I wonder if that like found its way, not like, you know, singing about recovery, but like, you know, sort of a revised, refreshed,
Yeah.
like I'm not religious, but I am spiritual.
Yep.
And like how that comes out in creativity.
Yeah, I found the music to be so much more important. You know, when I quit drinking, I got really heavy into books. That became my new addiction. So just reading all day long.
Books about what?
Fiction.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. I started with Stephen King, read through every novel of his.
Oh my God.
And then branched out. Stephen King writes a lot about books in his books. So he'll have characters reading other books. So he's constantly giving you book suggestions, which is
Wow.
fucking incredible. And yeah, that became my new addiction, and that really helped with lyrics. That really helped me get back to like the me that was before, the one who wrote poetry and the one who cared about words and cared about like how words can make you feel.
When you say the me that was before, you're saying that like, like before you got sober, that you had like meaningful creativity and so you're able to hang on to what you wanted to hang on to and let go of what you didn't.
That's exactly right. Yeah. Yeah. The process became about like kind of capturing the feeling in the moment instead of like the wide world of fucked up thrash
Yeah.
scum buckets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The band became so important to me, and it was my lifeline. Music is my spirituality.
You said that the other guys in the band like weren't. Were you the only one that was out of control with drugs and alcohol?
The rest of the band had kind of been on the same train. We were drinking really heavy, but nobody else really did drugs.
Uh-huh.
So they would kind of rap me out for doing drugs. Like during In Love and Death, making In Love and Death, I got told on by our guitar player. He's like, Bert's doing coke. I got in big trouble with John Feldman. But yeah, I was the only one who was kind of like.
So John Feldman was
Wrecked.
in the picture on subsequent albums. He wasn't just there for the
He's done 8
eight,
our-
8 of the 9.
of our 10. Yeah,
Oh, 10.
yeah,
But 9 are studio and 1's live?
yep.
Okay.
Or 1 B-sides.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, that's amazing. He says that you're one of his best friends in the whole wide world.
Brothers. We're serious brothers.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
I would do anything for that man. He's kind of the reason why we're here today.
man.
Yeah,
For sure.
That's so fantastic. And what's so impressive is the steadiness of the discography. Like like going down all the album releases, there's never been more than 3 years
Yeah.
without like the space between albums is either 2 or 3 years every time.
Yeah, we all we know is music. So when we're on tour, we're entertainers, and we love entertaining. And when we're in the studio, we're artists, and that's our favorite part as well. We love every single part about this whole fucking gig, you know?
Sure.
Yeah. So
What led you to live in Australia?
I met, the very first time we were there, I met a girl who worked for Warner Brothers. They took us out on this boat and like had a little soiree for us, and I saw her from across the room, and I was like, that's the girl I'm gonna marry.
Oh wow.
It was love at first sight. and hung out a bit, kind of found a little bit of attraction, and I'm like bugging her, you know what I mean?
Okay, so
And I stayed in Australia for like 2 weeks
so
after
your
the
wife
tour.
is Australian.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, we lived in LA for a while, bounced around, and then when we decided to have kids, we're like, let's go where it's free and it's safe.
What do you mean it's where it's free?
It's free to have a baby down there. It costs like $8,000 to have a baby here.
Oh shit! Oh, because would they have public health care,
Yeah.
like in Canada?
Yep.
It costs $8,000 to have a baby in the States.
At least.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that-
a minimum.
At least. Yeah, Australia has free healthcare.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
So do you have an Australian passport since you married an Australian?
I just got my citizenship, so I'm waiting on my passport.
Dude, that's amazing.
sick.
Yeah.
And how many kids do you have?
Two girls.
Two girls.
7
Two
and
baby
11.
girls.
Yeah.
7 and 11.
Yeah, it's wild.
So, did they come on tour ever?
Yeah, we were just in Australia for 5 weeks. They came out to a couple shows. They love to come on stage and sing.
Wow.
That's
it's
cool.
beautiful.
And so how long are you out on the road now?
We are out till middle of December, so we're hitting it.
Oh,
We're hitting it hard this year.
man, I know that this is going fantastically well because I meant to like early on bring up when I got to the venue last night and your tour manager had me park this van in front of your guys' bus. He's like, yeah, the whole band's traveling on one bus, and I joked like, oh, you mean like they actually get along?
We actually like each other.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're best friends. It's amazing.
that's dude, that's so rad, and I wonder like it, you know, it's I imagine more rare than people even know.
Yeah. There's so many bands with multiple buses and they just don't like each other, and it kind of kills the whole vibe. When I find out a band doesn't like each other, I'm like, I like that band a little less.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that checks out. And with this tour that you're on right now, it's like a kind of like a mini residency because you're in each city for 3 nights, and you're playing one album each night
Yeah.
with a couple deviations.
Just a bit, but they can expect just a bit.
I'm like, oh, dude,
They
like,
can get what they paid for though. We're playing the albums.
right, but
Yeah.
like last night, I was like, oh, ooh, this one's not on the album.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to play the one album.
We added some little bits here and there.
I was interested last night. You said this one's called Free Palestine.
Yeah.
That's a ballsy move.
It's a brave. Yeah, that's brave.
Yeah.
Well, I've been in the kind of scene since Rage Against the Machine taught me about Gaza. You know what I mean? When I was
Right.
little, I was like, "What's this Gaza? What is this whole thing about?"
Yeah.
So I've been backing for years, and it's really important to us.
I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a special surprise for when we were young. We have this gigantic Palestinian flag that we're gonna drop behind us.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm not sure when this episode is dropping.
That's all right.
Yeah, dude, sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
Dude, I love that. And yeah, I mean, I've got crazy thoughts right now because, you know, I say it's brave that you do that, or ballsy. You say it's brave. You know, you feel strongly about that. You're putting that message out there. I gotta confess that while I feel the same way, that I'm just conditioned to be really careful about taking a position on something political.
Yeah.
Because that's like all it serves to alienate like half of everybody.
Yeah.
And like that's scary, that's dangerous. I'm like, what? Like my job is to be a dumbass. A dumb asshole, like make people laugh, fall down, like
Yeah.
And
you
not to
know?
separate people.
And not separate people. So like I'm just trapped in this little like conversation in my own head. Like, am I a pussy? Should I be more proactive about standing up for what I believe in, or should I be careful and try not to divide
Ruffle
people?
the feathers.
Yeah, ruffle the feathers, because like it would ultimately like undermine what I'm trying to accomplish.
Yeah, I think this whole situation in Gaza is worth it.
Yeah, I
It's
think
worth-
it's,
I
it's
think-
damned if you do, damned if you don't.
100%.
And this is something that, like, I didn't think I could love you guys anymore. And when you said that, that was one of the times I cried.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, that's huge. I really didn't think there was any more room in my heart to love you guys anymore.
Oh, that's
But you
so
said
sweet.
that, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, it's
That's a
too
big deal.
important. There's a
I mean,
like
it's a long-standing deal, as I understand
Yes.
it. I mean, we don't need to get into the weeds
goes
on
back
this,
to 48.
but like you're saying 1948.
Yeah, it's been a long.
Well, right, like Palestine was like a sovereign state. Then, like the end of World War II, they've got all of these displaced Jews from the Holocaust, and they're like, we need a place.
Yeah,
for them to go.
they pretty much set up a state, which was
Right. They set up a state, and what wasn't it like United Nations or NATO or whatever? Like the Western allies just came into Palestine, like basically went into people's homes with guns and said, like, get out, you don't live here anymore. This is now Israel.
Yeah, which is still going on in the West Bank. These settlers are coming in and wrecking farms and throwing people out of their houses and just moving into people's homes, which is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's one take on it. But one way or another, I mean, I think that it seems pretty irrefutable that what's going on now, particularly, is genocide.
100%. 100%. And we're living through this. The whole world's watching it happen.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And it's wild.
Not only is the whole world watching it happen, but it feels like America is like proactively funding it.
Yeah, there's a real serious issue with AIPAC in the United States, the American-Israeli
Lobbyists.
Yeah, they have the lockdown on, and it's kind of the right-wing Christian ideology, because in their scripture it says that once the Jews retake the Temple Mount, then Jesus will return, right? And the Temple Mount is where the Al-Aqsa Mosque is. So they're gonna have to do some damage if they want Jesus to come back.
Wow.
Yeah.
That goes a little over my head, but you know what? Like, I consider myself like too ignorant overall to really like I'm just not educated enough. Like I don't feel like it's my place to. But I love hearing you say that. I love like the discussion. I love your fucking bravery. And
I think that just mentioning it is helpful.
Sure.
Maybe people will like look into it a little bit, and I think that once you look into it, it's like you said, it's irrefutable that it's a genocide happening.
Right, and I think that at the very least, when when I have my concerns about, let's not divide people, that's bad for business, be careful, like protect what you have, that I feel pretty comfortable setting that aside, because it's so plain to see that you're not taking this position out of anything but like compassion, love.
Yeah.
Like that's So if anybody wants to be like, screw that, like he's like, I'm out, unsubscribe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so divisive. It really is.
It's
post
scary.
something on our Instagram and it's like you get 40,000 comments, people fighting in the comments section. It's
right.
like, and I understand it.
So
I really do.
everybody-
There's been trouble on both sides. I
Yeah,
really
for
get
sure.
it.
For sure. Thank you for that too, because it's a fucking mess, and I
It's a
think
mess.
I think acknowledging that it's a mess on both sides is important. And to everybody who wants to like fire up the comment section on this, like again, let's understand that very evidently everybody here is coming from a place of love and wanting peace and harmony.
Yeah, this
you know?
ceasefire, hoping and praying that it lasts.
Right. Yeah. Like withhold your hateful comments, you know, and consider like that this is love. This is
compassion.
Caring about people.
Yeah. I mean, 15,000 young ones. You know what I mean? It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
They could have handled it a lot better than they did.
You're saying the response to the October 7th thing?
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, dude, right after October 7th, everybody was the entire world was united in how awful that was.
Yep.
You know, and the response, it was like, ooh, okay, like, and then it just got so carried away that it was like, man, like.
Yeah, it gave them permission to devastate the entire fucking portion of the world.
So, dude, I applaud what you're doing. I mean, it's that's hardcore, man. That's
it's really divisive.
That's punk rock, and it couldn't be more clear to me why you're doing it, and it's like that's a big deal, man.
Yeah, it's worth it to kind of at least surface level check out the situation and be like, wow.
Yeah.
I kind of understand what people are talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then my next thought is, man, I'm glad that was like towards the end. Thank God we didn't front load that.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, 100%. Important, but not up front.
Yeah.
Man, this has been really, really rad, dude.
Right on.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, man. What's next, man?
A whole bunch of used tours for the rest of the year. We're still doing this 25-year anniversary for the next month and a half. Then we do Canada run with Papa Roach. Really stoked. We love the Papa Roach guys.
Yeah. The last guy to sit in that seat was Jacoby.
Nice, dude. Yeah. He's such an awesome guy.
Dude.
He really is.
Yeah,
the best.
He's the best.
I can't say this enough. Everybody, if you didn't hear the Jacoby episode, it was fantastic.
Nice.
This one too, man.
Hell yeah.
I love it. I love too the, just that, like the candor. You know, like with, especially like with the My Chemical Romance stuff. You know, like to be able to just be like, yeah, you know, like. I was wrong.
I was 100% wrong.
Yeah, I was high.
I fucked up. That was my bad.
And I just think that's the most important thing that a human can do is be accountable. You know, like it's even like paradoxical almost that like people so often will not take accountability because it like their ego cries out against it, you know, like that I can't ever admit that I'm wrong. But like paradoxically, to admit that you're wrong is so it commands respect. It's endearing.
Yeah, it's really powerful.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
Like I think you do a lot better taking the L than you do like digging in your heels
and
and
at the end of the day it's not really taking the L.
Yeah.
You win
in
that situation. When you could just kind of take that ego down and realize that you're human.
Yep.
And everybody makes mistakes.
Does having a bunch of tours lined up and then you go through Canada, do you have like an inner conflict with like, man, like my family, my kids, and I'm gone?
They're so understanding. They know what Dad does, and they know how important the music is, and we're out here saving people's lives. It's no joke. Saving my life too. Every day.
I love that.
So it's really important. My two girls get it. They've come out and said they're like, okay, we know what Dad does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there it is. And like you'll block out a good amount of time to just be chilling at home.
Yeah, of course. Next year's really chill.
Well, dude, I mean, is there anything else that we want to like shout out? Like
shout out to you, man.
Dude, I love it, man.
It was so good to see you fucking looking healthy and awesome.
Dude, thank you, man.
Yeah, and thanks for having me on the podcast.
Dude, I love it. What an honor, dude. What you gotta have some stuff. Here it is.
Just love you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Fucking love you guys.
She's loved you since she was 7
I
years
was
old.
actually like a fetus.
Oh, that's great.
Like, I remember being in elementary school and telling my friends about you guys. And then if my friend ended up talking about the band, I was like, bitch, you only know about them because of me. Like, I was a little sassy thing.
And it's not like a phase that she went through and then she got over it.
No,
Like,
I think I told him, I think I am who I am now because of you guys. You guys
Aw,
started
that's
this
so sweet.
this kind of road for me into music and the hardcore side of things, and ended up looking like this.
Yeah.
What was that? You tell me about that one song that you said. She said that the song that you called out as the most emo song ever written actually isn't the most emo song ever written.
On my own. Oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
All right.
Bert.
All right.
That one gets me.
All right.
She actually
feel
told me.
you.
She told me some pretty disturbing shit about that song.
We're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we'll leave that there. But
We
yeah,
have
man.
so many fans that are like, this record helped me out through the death of my brother or my mother, or this record saved my life when I was young and afraid, and that's what music's all about, man.
Yeah,
We're so happy to be here.
dude, I love it, man. And go us, dude. 25 years deep.
Yeah.
25 years deep and just still active.
Still trying.
And it, like, I want to say that I'll leave off on this final thought here. For all the people who are concerned that, oh, but if I get sober, I'm not going to, like, be creative, or, like, I'm not going to be cool, or I'm not going to have fun. You know, like, it's the exact opposite.
Yeah.
For
I
sure.
think it's 100% opposite, because as I reflect on 25 years of being active in communication, we'll just call it art, communicating art. Like, I look back on the early beginning, and it was just all like, you know, like, and then over the course of the 25 years, it feels like, and probably both of us, it feels more purposeful.
Yeah.
It feels more meaningful. It feels like more spiritual. Like, I just care so much about, like, not doing harm.
Yep.
Like, being a net positive. And I just, if it's, I'm just still shoving things up my butt, but, like, I'm doing it, you know,
In a spiritual way.
I'm doing it. It's coming from this, like, profound, meaningful place. You know, like, I've kept who I am.
Yeah.
You know, we hung on to. I loved what you said. You said, you know, like, it's something about connecting with who you were before.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like salvaging what was so valuable in that mess of a just wasted drug addict.
Yep.
Like, who cared about words and poetry,
Yeah.
and to sift out from that mess, like, what was so beautiful and profound, and, you know, just give it wings
Yeah.
and keep it going.
Yeah.
Dude, I love it, man.
Anyone who's struggling, I came out on the other end more creative.
Big time.
I came out on the other end a lover.
100%.
For sure.
Yeah.
Dude, 100%. Like, I genuinely believe that the me today legit runs circles around every younger version of myself.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is an amazing thing.
Yeah, and-
it's
and-
great to feel that way.
Like any other disease, the best you can hope for is to get back to as healthy as you were before you got sick.
Yep.
But when you're an alcoholic or a drug addict and you treat your disease, you become a better version of yourself than you ever were before.
Yeah.
And that makes us very lucky people.
It's special.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, right on, brother. Dude,
Yeah.
thank you so much for
Hell
this.
yeah. This
Yeah,
is
dude,
great.
this was sick.
We appreciate you
Hell
guys.
yeah.
Super sick.
Right on.
You got anything else?
Nothing else.
All right.
Yeah. Just love you guys.
Thank you.
Keep making music.
We will. We got a new record we're gonna make next year, and it's gonna be
Dude,
just keep it up.
super
Just
sick.
keep bopping.
Ladies and gentlemen, people of the universe, my lady Coral really, really loved the last few days. 2 nights of going to see The Used, 1 podcast with Bert McCracken, and a day at Disneyland.
I don't know what to say. You put me on the spot. I don't know what to do.
You're the sweetest, honey.
I don't know, babe.
Can you just...
I just don't know what to say.
We gotta just have to keep that. I'll say it for her. She cried like...
Here, you can show him the tape.
She cried like 16 times.
I think
She
it was
got-
17.
Yeah, she got the whole band signed a special skateboard for her. Disneyland, I don't quite get it. You know, you pay hundreds of dollars to just be on your feet walking around, and like the lines are just too long to even bother doing anything there. So all you do is walk around. And she loves it. But anyway, I love you for sticking around to the end of the podcast. And man, can I just say how grateful I am that the podcast is so alive and well? Turn the camera on yourself, Vinny. Let everybody know. This is a guy who has officially lost more than 200 pounds. 200 pounds. Dude, a lot of people can't lift 200 pounds. You carried that shit with you everywhere you went. And to that, cheers.